And the Lakers made a mad dash at the end, the better team, and they can't quite catch up. But I want to start with that because by saying that, everybody in Denver's like, you don't give us any respect. That's a big thing for guys and teams. I can't speak for women. It's a big deal for guys. You can pay a guy $10 million a year, but if his rival makes 10.5, you don't respect me. You are not showing me respect. So Denver will say, well, where's the respect? It's not that I don't respect Denver, but this is the year of the duo, and Denver's duo is excellent, but it's not as good as the Lakers' duo. It's just not. Denver's a really good team, certainly capable of winning the series. But after all these years, don't you trust LeBron in the conference finals? You know, since he hasn't lost one in 11 years. It was Orlando. He was in Cleveland. Don't you trust LeBron in this space? I mean, the Lakers have problems that the Denver Nuggets don't even have. I can describe every single Laker except LeBron with these words: old, unreliable, strange, flaky, inconsistent in big spots. That's AD. Denver has none of those problems. There is no flaky nugget. There is no old guy. I mean, maybe Paul Millsap. The Lakers have all sorts of issues. In fact, this morning I wrote down, I always do this when we talk about big games. I put down the 10 best players in this series. LeBron 1, AD 2. The next 5 I put down are all Nuggets. Jokic, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, Gary Harris, Jeremy Grant. Then we can argue over the last 3. Let's not waste any time on that. I'll go Kuzma, KCP, Paul Millsap. Rondo, Millsap, old guys, but whatever. You know, I'll take Millsap. It's a lot of Nuggets. 1 through 7 is 5 Nuggets. And right now, Jamal Murray, at any given time, outplays AD. It's not that I don't respect Denver. It's just after 10 years of seeing something, I just give you the benefit of the doubt. If you were a salesperson and you made your number 10 straight years, I trust you'll make it in year 11. I mean, after a while, if I give my daughter money and I say, I'm going to give you a little extra money here, don't burn it, bring some money back to dad, and she brings it back 10 straight years, I trust she'll do it in year 11. LeBron hasn't lost a conference final in 11 years. I just trust he'll figure it out. Denver's capable. Denver doesn't have any flakes. Denver's not very old. Denver's not very unreliable. Their players have played better in the bubble. This bubble's all about young teams. Miami, Dallas, Phoenix, Boston, Denver. They've all overachieved. The old guys are falling apart, except the Lakers. I mean, last night's classic Lakers is that Jokic can literally go to the bench for 7 minutes, and Denver goes on runs. Their young players go on runs. LeBron goes to the floor, or like last night, not really engaged early, and the Lakers are like, you're just crossing your fingers. I mean, they need LeBron for everything, and we know AD is one of the top 5-6 basketball players in the world. It is not a lack of respect. I mean, last night, classic Lakers, whereas they had, let me look up the exact number. The Lakers had 27 assists, LeBron had 11. 25 rebounds, LeBron had 12. They've got the Lakers, I've said it all year, flakes, old, unreliable, crazy guy, limited guy, falling apart guy. Denver doesn't have any of those issues. But if you keep showing me something for a decade, I just trust LeBron will figure it out. I think Denver's got more players that contribute. They've got less baggage. They've got fewer issues. They're more athletic. Their top 7 players are more trustable. Denver. Nuggets. It's all Denver. You do something for a decade, I trust. You make your number for a decade, sales guy, saleswoman, I trust you're going to make it the next year. Here's LeBron. And by the way, last night, LeBron not as engaged early. Then they get all fired up, race back. And, Jamal Murray's a great player, hits a basket, and they put him away. Here's LeBron after.
And we understood we had 12 minutes left to try to make a game of it. We was able to do that. When you dig yourself a hole like that, every shot that they make, every shot that we miss, feels like the game is collapsing. So, we played, some pretty good ball in the fourth quarter, but those first 36 minutes hurt us, obviously.
Obviously. Still like the Lakers, still like LeBron. In fact, I really don't like the Lakers. I like LeBron. I don't like all the Lakers stuff. I said it all year. I don't really like them. I just like LeBron. I didn't even like AD until he played with LeBron. Now I like AD. None of you like Frank Vogel until he coached LeBron. Now we all kind of like Frank Vogel. I'll take the Lakers still. All right, this is an interesting weekend in the NFL. It's kind of a cool weekend where you get 2 young, good quarterbacks, Jared Goff,